Well, it seems like about half of Austin is angry that we're getting 1,000-foot tall high-rise towers. So what's happening? We're getting two. What's going on, guys? It's Nate Clark, the Skydiving Real Estate Agent, your Central Texas realtor. I hope you're having a great start to the week, and I hope you're staying warm today. Downtown Austin has changed dramatically in the last few years with huge influxes of tech companies like Google, Indeed, Tesla, and Samsung either setting up headquarters or manufacturing operations. And with that, we've seen a huge spike in high-rise development, particularly in and around Rainey Street Historic District. So it's funny, I was walking around Lady Bird Lake with a friend of mine, and we were looking up at all the high-rises getting built on Rainey Street. And we remarked that in March of 2014, when Sky House opened, it was the tallest on Rainey Street, and it was 264 feet tall. Since then, we've seen developments increasingly stretching upwards. 70 Rainey was completed in 2019 at 419 feet tall, and 80 Red River, which is currently under construction, is building all the way up to 802 feet. I actually showed one of the condos at 70 Rainey earlier this year. It was listed for $4.1 million and ended up being the largest sale so far this year at 70 Rainey. You've got an incredibly designed living and entertaining area with 270-degree views of the city and Lady Bird Lake. Now guys, one word while I have your attention. If you're enjoying this video, you can actually hit the like button down below. Please also consider subscribing and sharing with a friend. I really appreciate it. Now all of this development stands over Rainey Street, which used to be a quaint neighborhood of bungalow-style homes that had had their walls blown out and been converted into bars and restaurants. While Rainey Street continues to be a day drinker's paradise and a late night party hotspot, the identity of the neighborhood is sort of becoming increasingly schizophrenic as mature adults and tech workers working these high salary jobs are buying multi-million-dollar condos and moving into the neighborhood, changing the identity from what used to be a college student's playground. This comes just months after the announcement of Waterline, a 74-story tower that's going to stand 1,022 feet tall and is being built at 98 Red River Street in downtown Austin. Now, Wilson Tower is going to stand 1,035 feet tall, a full 13 feet taller than Waterline, and 33 feet taller than the JP Morgan Chase Tower in Houston, which is currently the state's largest building. Wilson Tower will also be more than double the height of the famed Frost Bank Tower downtown. Looking at these pictures, we can see that this development will absolutely tower over the downtown corridor. While Wilson Tower sticks out like a finger that's 3 times longer than the rest of your hand, it's a site that will become more typical as we see more of these high-rise projects developing in the future. Looking at this picture from towers.net, we can see that there are 9 projects currently in stages of planning and development on or adjacent to Rainey Street. Wilson Tower will have 450 apartments, including all of the high-end amenities you'd expect. The first floor is going to be a signature bar and restaurant, and there are 4 floors of amenities before the apartments start, including entire pool deck with food and drink service. There's also an entire floor dedicated to pet amenities, which I think is pretty cool. I want to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment down below. Are more high-rise towers a good thing or a bad thing for Austin? All right, now it's cool to hear about some high-rise tower development, but I know what you guys really came for are the week's market numbers. So we're looking at 3 MLSs, the Austin Board of Realtors, Central Texas MLS, and San Antonio Board of Realtors. Let's see what we've got. In Austin, we have 785 new listings coming on the market. 1690 dropped their price in the last 7 days. 49 failed to sell and came off the market as expired listings. We had 478 sell in the last week. Looking at our saturation level, we're currently sitting at 5.21 months of inventory, up from 4.99 last week. Our median sale to list price decreased from 97.9% to the typical listing that sold in the last 7 days in Austin sold at 97.5% of its list price. The median sale price was just about the same, $460,000. In Central Texas, we had 473 new listings come on the market, 687 dropped their price, 34 came off of the market unsold, and 276 sold in the last 7 days. Our inventory came up 0.35 months from last week. We're sitting at 4.48 months of inventory in Central Texas MLS. The median sale to list price was 100%, so there's still people out there paying full list price. Median sales price dropped to $295,000. We can always see that that bottom segment of the market does the best when interest rates spike because people have lower mortgage balances overall. Looking at San Antonio, we had 783 new listings come on the market. 1420 changed their price in the last 7 days. 46 came off the market unsold, and 461 sold in the last 7 days. We increased our inventory level from 0.29 months from last week. We were at 4.9 months of inventory in San Antonio. Slightly less than Austin, slightly more than Central Texas, right in the middle there. Mortgage rates cooled slightly on news of cooling CPI data last week. So we were expecting 7.9% year over year inflation ending in October. And it came back at 7.7%. So you actually saw mortgages take a slight dip. The average 30-year mortgage across the nation is sitting at just about 7.24%. So a bit of a drop off from last week. I hope you found this information valuable. As always, please reach out if there's ever anything in the world I can do for you. Other than that, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next one.